I feel like we might get a setup here in a second. I don't know why. My gut sense is saying that we might get a setup. Like just watching like there was a time and a place in a day where this move would also happen here. But for some reason, this thing likes to do the opposite. I remember it used to be like they would all just move together, you know? What's up, Ben? Benjamin? Yeah, first 5 minute fair value gap and how long? Let's count. In 2 hours? First 5 minute imbalance in 2 hours? Sitting here like pondering, like, do I want to take like this continuation off this imbalance right here? We have basically gonna have 15 minutes or 3 more 5 minute candles to get a 2R. The problem is if I do, my stop's gonna be at this 15-minute imbalance, like high that it forms. And then 10 o'clock could roll around. Or sorry, 11 o'clock could roll around and retrace some of this before moving higher. And that could stop me out, right? Yeah, it just kind of feels like extended. But I mean, I thought the same thing yesterday. You know, oh, we're a little extended up here. But we just kept running. So we do have this target up here that it looks like we're reaching for. So I just say fuck it. Because it's starting to move. You know, the market looks like it's starting to move. Like it looks like we've picked a direction, at least on these two. And if this thing starts to reverse, if YM starts to reverse, that's just going to add fuel to the fire. In my opinion. Hopefully this doesn't reverse and so does this. Like 30 handle stop. YOLO? We could do like half size. It doesn't have to be full size. It was a slow grind yesterday. I mean, how many can I get? I don't know, man. I say we send it. Why not? Technically, it's a valid trade. All right, I'm in. We're in. Let me cancel. Get rid of these. Stop loss, 106. Let's do it the body. Woo-wee! Just so y'all know. Where is it? Why can I not? I'm on Amp Live, right? Risking about 4 grand. So let's see. Should we cut on the executions and the money so you can see how much I'm up? Up like 200 bucks right now. And then I'm in at 145.50, so say stop loss is like here. Go for like a 2R. Right here. Go for 2R. Make about 8 grand. What are we thinking, guys? $214. Let's see. Don't stall out on me now. You know? You've been expanding, let's keep expanding. Oh, brother. Yeah, see, look, real quick. There's this 5-minute imbalance here that we need to get past on YM if it's going to reverse and give us some more juice. So, I'm looking at this as a continuation entry. And if we look at the ADR, we still got some juice in the tank, right? For the past 5 days. Like, there's still juice. So this is like a valid trade. I wouldn't say it's A+. I'd say it's an A. Maybe B+. Just because how slow we've been moving. But I'm counting on the slow grind to continue and just get us a 2R. A fixed 2R. And if it doesn't, that's fine. But sometimes, like, you also find yourself, like, in a position where you, like, haven't taken a trade in a while. You know? And you kind of just need to get, like, you get a little gun shy. And when you add on the pressure of, like, the streaming, too, like, you guys watching me, it kind of keeps you, like, in that mindset of, like, okay, I haven't taken a trade yet. I haven't taken a trade yet. Can't let the first trade be a loser on stream. Can't let the first trade be a loser on stream. Like, so you kind of, like, need to just, you know, push the button at a certain point. But yeah, I would say B. It's a B plus setup because we're late in this hourly candle, right? And if this does expand a little bit and close at the highs, this hourly, the new 50% that we want to see it stay above is kind of where my stop is, right? And we haven't really been retracing that much. The only thing I don't like is if you look on the 15-minute, where's my stop? It's basically at this 15-minute imbalance high that we could retrace into, you know, to go higher. That's the only sketchy thing. It's a 30-minute imbalance as well. But I'm counting on no retracements and us to stay. Come on. Above here. All right, so I'm up about 1,200 right now. This is fun, right, guys? Let's make some money. And if you look, my PT just like 2R fixed is up here around the 4.5. So I'm not getting greedy. I'm not shooting for this daily high up here. I'm just going to get a fixed 2R like on stream with you guys. And I think once we get halfway to my target, I'm just going to go break even. That's the plan. So once we get to this red line, I'll just go break even. And here's the imbalance here on YM. Even better if it can just disrespect it. If it wants to go lower, that's fine. We've been going higher as this has been going lower anyways. And we just got a candle confirmation here on ES as well. So let's see. Either go break even or reduce some risk. I think I'm just going to go break even, honestly, in this market. but it's looking decent so far. Right. Even had a 3-minute closure above this series of down close candles. So but like looking at all three, it looks like I'm in the strongest one, right? Which is what I've been trying to work on. Obviously, this is the weakest, somewhere in the middle, strongest for longs. So at least I'm positioned in the strongest one. Who said ICT's in a trade? Nice on the GC short. ICT sticking on the 15-second. Yeah, you won't catch me on the 15-second. Catch me on the 5-minute, though. Let's see. Will it play out? Will it not? It's out of my control, right? It's up to the market now. About 2,600. Steak dinner tonight or McDonald's? Which one's it gonna be? I actually had a steak last night, so probably get something else. Looks like YM might want to make a new low, but we're still holding strong here on NQ. Thank God I didn't long ES. ICT risking $20 for 1R. Hashtag built different. All right, 5 more minutes until the new 11 o'clock. And there's a tiny imbalance right here we just formed. So I'll mark it out. Could want to dip into that. But why I'm about to make it a new low. You look right here. We respected that imbalance, but we're holding strong on NASDAQ so far. ES somewhere in the middle, as usual. But I'd love to see it push on this candle here. At least get me to break even on the trade. I'm going to be quick with the stop just because of how slow it is. And we're late in the morning, right? So I'll be quick with the stop. A little bit more aggressive than usual. I mean, I could trail it right now to like 50% of the body because technically you don't want to see it. One, close below 50% of the body here. So I could trail it. I'm not going to touch it. Maybe I'll trail it right at 11 o'clock if we haven't hit 50% yet. But just kind of walking you through like what's going through my head at the moment. Exactly, yeah. Just watching this 1 hour form. Low to put in a new high. 3 minutes until 11 a.m. Who knows, man? We said 11 a.m. is when the party gets started. Let's see if we can get break even. Honestly, and I like break even even more because there's an imbalance here, right? That it could dip into and support price higher. So I'm gonna go ahead and reduce some risk here. Still aiming for my fixed 2R, right? So now only risking like 2,700 bucks instead of 4,000 ish. We'll go break even once the red line gets hit. Yeah, stake on me. I mean, even better, I wouldn't even want to see it. I want to see it do something like this, right? I wouldn't even want to see it come all the way down to 50% of this candle here, which is where my stop is. I want to see it stay really strong and move higher, right? And close. Halls tonight on Benji. I went to Halls. I've only been to Halls twice. Halls is a local steakhouse in my city. I might just go break even right at 11. Push it to the limit. God, I want to play that song so bad. But I'm going to get copyright striked if I do. I was trying to find some copyright-free music this morning before the stream. All right, I think I'm just going to go break even. Because risk-free, and I'm not really liking this wick so far. So it's a risk-free trade. What's the spread right now? Half a handle. Let's bump the stop up so I don't get slipped. Like a few ticks. There we go. All right. 230 bucks profit or 8 grand. I just don't want this 11 a.m. candle to reverse on us. Let's see. 11 a.m. New 1 hour candle here. And we got pretty close to 50%. I don't like that close either on the 5 minute. Here's a 3 minute if you want to look at it. Personally, I don't even like to drop lower. Once I enter on a time frame, like a 5 minute, I manage it on the 5 minute or even higher sometimes. 15 minute could immediately rebalance and go higher. But any lower than that, it probably wants to retrace in this imbalance. So I get stopped out here. But I was up about $3,000 something at one point. But it's not even a 1R, I think. Sorry, it's hard to see with that in the way. I'll put it back on in a second. Yeah, risk free. Yeah, your stop still at the body unfazed. Equal highs on the 15-second. Tell him to get his game up. Get on the 1 second. Even better if we don't even tap into here. Breakaway gap. And we just formed a little wick on the 1 hour, right? Be great if we just expand. There's a little 3-minute. We didn't even hit the immediate rebalance yet on the 15-minute, but even better if it just pushes, right? Because if we leave fair value gaps in the wake of this move, technically that's displacement, right? That's energetic movement. So, all right, 50% of the move. We're halfway there. We're 1R. We're at 1R, about 3,600. I told you. Remember earlier I said I had a gut feeling we might get a setup, right? And here we are, up $3,000, almost $4,000. $4,000. Halfway to TP. She a grinder though. All right. Can YM finally reverse off this low? We've made a new low. Remember that? What's it called? 3 drives pattern, right? If you remember watching like old ICT videos, 3 drives pattern reversal. Can we get it? Gonna have to get past this new imbalance right here. Quick little sweep of the new low. Candle 2 expansion back in the range. Help us out. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. So now what I don't want to see is I don't want us to see us hit this hourly high and then just reverse back in the range. That's what I don't want to see. So that's this high right here. I want to see us close above that, ideally, in this 5-minute candle. Otherwise, we could hit this and then come back in the range and stop me out. And we currently have S&T at that high right now with here, S&T here, and obviously S&T over here on YM. So I'm kind of just monitoring this. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what's the best case scenario right now for price to move in my favor? What's the worst case scenario? Best case, we close above this high, right? And continue towards target. Worst case, we close back inside the range, and this 1 hour decides that it wants to now get a new phase of price. Because this was candle 4, now we're in candle 5 here. And that's when you can get a new phase of price, right? So that's what I'm monitoring. And that's kind of why I'm being more aggressive with my stop. Because technically I'm trading a candle 5 now. I entered late in this candle 4. If you guys are enjoying the analysis, the button pushing finally, getting into a position, drop a like on the video. Helps me out. And if you're new here, click subscribe because you'll get notified when I go live in the future. But yeah, like our analysis has been on point for the past couple, weeks. Just lack of entries. But this was a decent one. It was just kind of late within this candle range window, right? I'm just hoping this candle 5 now will play out. If it doesn't, and gives us a new phase of price, like a reversal or a retracement, then I'll probably get stopped out for break even. I was the only person who was bullish yesterday out of the few people I watched, and it worked. I guess it pays to be a contrarian, right? I think I did look at a few other streams of the day just to see like what, because I was looking at like stream elements, like overlays for like the camera and like the banners and stuff. And I was like, oh, I wonder, if they took any trades. And I kind of skimmed through and I saw a few like bigger names all trying to short and get stopped at the open. I didn't see if they ever like took another trade after that. Bruh. See, now it kind of looks like this wants to reverse. And we're kind of getting a pullback here. So, just a wacky market. Hopefully it dips. If it wants to come down, hit the imbalance and go higher. Leave my stop intact. If not, it looks like this 1 hour might be a new phase of price. Don't slip me. All right, I'm out. Break even. Oh well. Looks like we're getting a new phase of price here on this 1 hour maybe. But if you're still in, you want to see how this down close candle holds, right? Let's see. You can maybe chill for a bit. Unfortunately, out BE. But it was a valid setup. Just kind of later in the morning, later in this candle 4. It could still expand, right? But it's going to do it without me. And we can always like hop back in, Like if we hit this down close candle in a balance and close back above here, you can always hop back in. Or add to your position if you're still in, stop down here. But the main reason, like I said again, I trailed my stop pretty aggressively is because we're so late in the morning. It's already 11. This is a candle 5. So I want to be a little bit more aggressive. Why don't I partial up there? Because I don't take trades less than 2R. We hit 1R. Time for Wordle. I don't know how the brain power for that. Let's go look at the other indices, right? Ever since ES closed above, chop. We got a nice little short-term move to the upside. YM still hanging out at these lows. Like this 3 drives pattern. 1, 2, 3. Is anyone still in NASDAQ? That's a nice close there on the 5-minute. Off the imbalance. If this thing could easily just kind of keep grinding, stair stepping. Let's see how this new 5-minute candle closes, and then we'll go from there. I'm in need of any editor. Best case scenarios, we close above this now for a new projected swing. And then instead of being more aggressive, like I was, if your stop's still down here at the 50%, close above here, this is now a valid projected swing. You control your stop from here to here. Put it here and reduce some risk that way. Usually that's how I do it, is I trail using protected swings. But because we are late in the morning, candle 5, I was more aggressive with it. Yeah, I'm still bullish until it gives me a reason not to be on the higher time frames. Take off the executions. Yeah, like this thing could just run without me. Yeah, I mean, I did go break even after price took a high. After this, it took this new 1 hour high. But either way, trade idea is correct, right? I was just aggressive with the stop. If it plays out. Yeah, like I said, that's how I usually trail my stops, is using protected swings. Because when we close above here, stop was here first. Close above here, this is your new projected swing. So I would trail it from here to here. But because, like I said, we're in a new 1 hour candle, and I'm entering late in this 4 hour candle right here, I'll be more aggressive with it. Because in candle 5, you can get a new phase of price. And what was my plan too? My plan was to go break even at 50% to target, right? And 2 hours about here. So either way, with or without this projected swing, I was going to go break even at halfway to my target at 1 hour. But there's always another opportunity coming the next day. Either way, if y'all are still in, it's looking good so far. Where was my 2R? It was like here. So close. Yeah, you're starting to see YM now. Want to reverse. ES starting to pop. YM just disrespected this imbalance. So yeah, I would now move my stop here to here. Reduce some risk. Or honestly just go break even at this point. Did I take a trade? Yeah. Got in here. Got stopped out break even here. But if I was in this position still, I would go break even. 100%. My TP was up here. But it's like it's getting late in the morning. Let's see if it plays out. Next couple minutes. Just a grinder, bruh. Like, look, it's been straight buying on the 15-minute. Haven't had a down close candle since 9:45 on the 15. NASDAQ up. Here you go. This might help. How many people in here took the same trade as I did? Whether you managed it the same or not. Anybody? Same entry? Same idea? Obviously, these streams aren't meant to be like copy trading, but I'm just curious. I know French said he's in YM. You find it difficult to keep buying in a premium? Just zoom out and look at the high time from candle closers. And also like the daily range, you know? Do we still have room to run? Yeah. Zach's signal service, all for free on YouTube. There's people out here charging $400 for this. What's the indicator on the average range? AR levels by 2 degrees. They make the same. They make TTFM as well. About the script. Yeah. 2 degrees makes it. Average range levels pro. It's all right. Even though we got hit break even on this, idea's still right. Just a little aggressive with it. And we're getting back into it, right? Where do you send the thumbnail? There's an email address in my YouTube profile description. Send it to that. That's right. I was break even. But break even. Let's see here. I gotta log me out. I still made. I can still go. I can still get a steak dinner with this. $130. That's still steak dinner money. $130 break even. Right? P&L 130. We can still hit hauls, baby. We can still get hauls. FOMO. We might be able to get hauls, steak, but we might not be able to get drinks. That's the problem. The drinks they'd be taxing. Like $20 a cocktail. Like, what are we doing? Half that shit's ice. I think it's gonna play out. Do I feel like Yeah, the main thing is just being processed. Like I know when to hit the gas, when to be more aggressive with the stop, right? And I know that like me moving my stop break even, I'm more likely to get stopped out, right? But I'm willing to just take that risk because it's all about capital preservation in these conditions, you know, survival. I'd rather get stop break even than take a loss any day of the week. Just so slow. Like we're actually in like a trending market, I feel like, with like a lot of participation. You would just see this thing run, you know? It wouldn't be a lot, all this like kind of whipsaw, slow grind, consolidate, little pop, retracement, little pop, consolidate, retracement. Like it wouldn't be like that. Let's go peek at YM, right? Kind of getting through these imbalances. About to have a 30-minute closure on YM. I'm probably not gonna take another trade this morning. It's just kind of late. It's 11:20. This was the idea, really. Yeah, we kind of see like that's the thing. If we're just gonna slow grind up, right, and not really give any clean swings down here to trade, I want to see it grind up. Give me a continuation entry like we had here. I've been saying it. Give me proof that it wants to go higher, right? Respect this discount array, this bullish array. Close above for that continuation order block entry like it did. Boom, we entered. And it's playing out, right? It's just very slow. How about 10-15 candle? This one entering there. There's no protected swing though. Like I like to enter off protected swings. Like this low right here is protected because it's dipped into an imbalance and we've closed back above the opening price. This candle, down close candle, has not dipped into an imbalance, hasn't swept a low, right? Hasn't swept a low. You know? So this isn't protected in my eyes. And like you might be able to say like, oh well, this one might be, because actually no, it's not. There's no low in here. It swept. It's still intact. So yeah, it needs to be protected. Either already dipped into an imbalance, or taken out a swing point, like so right here. And like now you got a little imbalance here. Just kind of buns. Kind of buns. But either way, I'd be break even at this point if I was in. We'd be pretty close to my 2R somewhere up here. I'm gonna go and journal this trade. Obviously, it signed me out because I logged in somewhere else. But I'm gonna go and journal this trade that we took on stream after the gym. Kind of clear my head. That way I can come back and be objective on my actions and, you know, things I did. One mistake I'll write down is, or things I want to work on is, I wouldn't even call it a mistake. It's just something that led me to get stopped out, right? Was being aggressive with the stop. But there was reasoning behind doing it. Not that I was scared that I would lose money, you know. Like I wasn't emotional doing it. I had a plan, right? I followed the plan. I said I was going to go break even at 50%, right? Followed the plan. So that'll be a plus in the journal, like trading the plan. Even though I didn't make any money, well, I made like break even basically. But that'll be something that I journal. So that is that. But I appreciate you guys coming, stopping in. Hopefully we get some setups tomorrow. Like in these conditions, I've been going break even at 50% of the move to my target for the past few months. So once we kind of get in better conditions, what I used to do when we were actually moving hard was trail break even once we hit 2R and then let partials run for like 3R, 4R, right? But in the market that we've been in with that lack of follow through, you know, all of this, I switched to a moving stop break even at 50%, right? At 1R. But yeah, consistent actions equals consistent results, right? So I try and operate the same every single trade. But it looks like it's going to play out. But, all right, I got the email. Perfect. I think we'll call it here. It's 11:20. I'm going to hit the gym, come back, journal, repeat the same process tomorrow. And that's that. But once again, don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the stream. We'll get notifications when you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.